How to make printables to sell into Etsy. In this step-by-step tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how. Welcome to Express. My name is Steven, and I'm going to be showing you how we can make some printables to sell directly into Etsy. So in this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you a tool of how we can create some printables, custom printables totally for free. I'm going to be showing you how to set up your account into Etsy and then how to correctly set up an account for sellers. So later on, I'm going to be using my now printable file so I can import that into Etsy. Now I can start to sell this into Etsy. So let's get started. The very first thing they want to do is to go into canva.com. This is an amazing tool where we can start to build almost any kind of stuff totally for free. There is a Canva Pro version. If you want to try it out, I'm going to be leaving you a link down within the description if you want to try out the Canva free for 30 days, the Canva Pro version. So once we're here into canva.com, I'm going to leave this like that. I'm going to open a new tab, and into a new tab go for etsy.com. In here, what you want to do is to look out for printable files. So I'm going to go for printable, or let's go for printable once again. And here you can see I have printable wall art, printable calendar, printable art, printable card, printable stickers, posters, birthday post. So what you want to do is to figure out what kind of content you want to sell inside Etsy so you can start to actually make some stuff. So for example, if I go for printable cards, I'm going to hit into my exit mark. And as you can see, I have most loved, and I have printable stuff about woman empowered woman, personalization, happy anniversary greeting cards. I have hello summer printable cards. I have printable birthday cards. So those printable stuff is going to be helping me to figure it out if the content is actually being for sale. So in this tutorial, I'm going to be, let's say, making some stuff about printable birthday cards, instant downloads. So this instant download, the digital download, I'm going to be selling this printable birthday card. So as you can see, this guy is selling a lot of stuff for, I'm pretty sure it's going to be almost $3. So I'm going to be selling this for just $1 to see how it's actually going to be working here. So now that I have enabled that, what I want to do is to create an account totally for free into Etsy so we can become a seller. So once I have clicked into etsy.com, you can go into sign up. And you just need to provide, of course, an email as well as a passcode. And once you are there, you want to locate this upper side that is says shop manager or become a seller. This one is going to be taking us into etsy.com /sell. And here we have the mailship shopper can wait to see what you have in your store. And this is just the information about the fees, the tools, the support. So all the questions that you have about the Etsy before you can get started is going to be appearing in here. So go into etsy.com /sell. And here are going to be answered all your questions before we're going to get started here into Etsy. So now that I have here started here with my account, I can start to sell here my stuff. In my case, I already have a shop manager section, but if you wanted to get started as a seller, you might be seeing there's going to be appearing like add a listing. So you can skip that part. You just need to add a few information about your account, about your shop, the delivery settings. You need to, of course, enable the payment methods in order to receive the payment, of course, of your sales and all that. It's just pretty simple. It might take a little bit of time, but it's really, really simple. And we need to do this in order to start selling into Etsy. Once we have successfully done that, let's go back into Canva. So in my case, I already figured out what kind of printable stuff I wanted to sell into Etsy. So what I want to do now is to look out for print products. In here, I have folder card, I have postcards, I have circle sticker, I have posters, gift certificate. I can look out for more. In my case, I want to look out for some birthday stuff. So here it says gift tagged. I'm going to choose this option. And now it's going to be popping out this design, so I can start to design my own custom gift text. So here into design, into the upper side, into the left part, I'm going to delete the gift card. I'm going to tap birthday. And here's going to be appearing a bunch, but really bunch of templates that I can use to actually sell into Etsy. So let's say that I want to use this actual creativity stuff and says happy birthday from. I'm going to select this image, this text. I'm going to copy and paste that. I'm going to type your text here. And now what I wanted to do is to change the actual color. Let's say like this, or a little bit more darker. There we go. So as you can see, this is a custom stuff that I can just start to sell into Etsy. I mean, all these elements were created by someone else, so what I wanted to do, of course, is to create my own. So instead of a crocodile, I'm going to delete that part. I'm going to go into my elements and I can add my own, or I can create that using some Canva elements totally for free. So now that I have these elements already been added, what I want to do, of course, is to download this. I'm going to hit into Share, Download. I'm going to choose PNG file. I'm going to hit into download, and this is going to be my actual printable file that I wanted to sell. So later on, what I wanted to do before I can list this one into Etsy, I want to make a presentation. So this one is going to be looking like this, right? So what I want to do is to go back into Canva. I can create an actual new section. I'm going to go back here into Home. I'm going to go for Create a Design, Custom Size. Go back into your printable card, and as you can see, this one looks a little bit like square. So what I want to do is to look out for, once again, Canva. I'm going to type to 1000, and height is going to be 1000. So here it is. What I want to do now is to move this like that. I'm going to hit into Design, and let's look out now for printable card. And here into my template, as you can see, I have lots of stuff that I can use to presentate my actual card. So for example, let's say that I wanted to choose, like, I don't know, maybe this one, or I can choose another one. I mean, in my case, I'm going to just delete this option. I can even do, let's say I'm going to click into Elements, and here into Photos, I'm going to look out for someone that I can use for my actual card. I'm going to scroll a bit down maybe, and let's say this one. So there we go. So what I want to do is to just resize this like that, and this is my actual upload that I wanted to add here. So I'm just going to delete this element. I want to choose the happy birthday, and I'm going to, of course, move that in here. So whether you can try to add another card, or you can just copy and paste your card here, I'm going to move that here. And there we go. This is how it's going to be looking, my actual stuff here. So I'm going to just try to resize this. I'm going to change the background color into black, and I'm going to hit into Share, Download. This is a PNG file, and now I can start to sell into Etsy. So now what I wanted to do is to save my file. I'm going to go back into Etsy, and here I'm going to locate add a listing. So I'm going to choose add a photo, or you can just drag and drop the photo that you have just created. And now what I wanted to do is to add all the elements that I wanted to, let's say, add. For example, the listing details, the title, let's say printable card, or let's go for birthday card 2023. Who made this? I'm going to go for I did. What is it? A finished product. When you did it, made to the order. And here into the category, I want to go for digital card. And as you can see, I have digital card and birthday cards, and there we go. All my elements going to be added right away. Birthday cards, there we go. So just fill all the information, the inventory, the actual price, and you're actually good to get started. What you want to do is to, of course, enable the quantity. I'm going to go for 100. I have the SKU number, have the variations, personalization, delivery. I have actually lots of options that I can choose. And of course, remember that you need to make a quick payment of 20 cents in order to start selling here into Etsy per listing. So I'm going to save this as a draft, and it's going to appear in here into my listing. I'm going to hit into the draft, and here it is, my printable birthday card. So this is, guys, how we can sell some printable stuff into Etsy using this Canva element. I mean, there's a lot to cover. There's a lot of orders, finance, marketing, integration, and much more. But this is just like a broad way so you can understand how we can sell some digital stuff into Etsy using Canva. With that being said, guys, we have now reached into the very end of the video. But don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more amazing tools about these great Etsy and Canva apps. Thank you so much for watching the video, guys, and hopefully I'll see you next time.